What's going on, everybody? I'm the Candy Man with my IG FishCande and my YouTube FishCande. Hey, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna do a little short video on how I rig up my traps for lobstering. And it's just the way that I do it because between me and my wife, when we're on the boat, we would like to have a lot of area where it's free of clutter, of ropes, of buoys, and of the traps. And the way we did it is actually pretty good for us and working as a team to be able to set up these hoop nets, drop them in the water, and able to do it, really fast. So I'm doing two videos on this. One is going to be how I set up my buoys and my rope attached to my hoop nets, and then I have another video on how I run and operate my boat with all these put together, and that way we can efficiently fish for lobsters without having all this clutter. So let's get into it. What I have right here is a set that I bought off of Amazon, which has this rope, and this rope has inside lead, so that way the rope can sink to the bottom, and this buoy comes with it. And the way I want to attach it is my way, and you could do it your way, but I'm just going to show you the easiest way I found that helps me out. So let's open it up, take it apart. So this rope's already attached to this buoy. It's just probably the way they package it to keep it together. So let's take it apart. And now the way you want to do it is you want to get some good wire cutters, because this rope does have lead in there and it's pretty thick, so it's going to be hard to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this wire through this hole twice. Run it through twice. I'm going to get a good size length coming out. It's about like that. This is about maybe 9 inches, maybe 10. Then I'm going to cut it. Told you need this. Then I'm going to tighten it up real good. I'm going to do one little knot. So I get that knot nice and tight, right? You want to get it tight so it doesn't come loose. Then you're going to have a little excess. I have some duct tape that I'm going to use. A little strip of duct tape, and then I'm going to get the end right by the knot where the duct tape ends, and then I'm just going to twist it. Keep twisting it. The duct tape holds pretty good. I've had duct tape on here for about 2 years, so 2 seasons I had it, and the duct tape hasn't come off. But you still want to inspect your duct tape and make sure that it's still holding, and then you can just go ahead and replace it when needed. So I have these little ends, tip ends right here. I'm just going to shorten those up. Cut both ends off. All right. Then I'm going to get this torch, and then I'm going to torch the end so it doesn't unravel. Got it nice and all melted down there. Okay, so right there, that shouldn't come undone. It's going to be perfect. And then what I also got from Amazon is these little clips that I got, and these are very, very useful along your boat and everything. So what I do is I get this little clip, clip it on the the rope, and that's how I have it. And then to add to this buoy, I want to add weight. My other buoys, I drilled a hole and I put some sinkers in there, which was about an 8-ounce sinker inside there. And I found that the sinkers are very expensive, especially the lead right now. So what I did is I had some extra all thread that I did some construction on earlier, and I just had this piece. I mean, you can use any scrap metal that you have, and then you can cut them into whatever you need. So this is about 8 ounces. And the reason why I put this weight inside there is so that way when this buoy is down on the bottom and this weight is right here, the weight wants to go down, and then it brings up your glow stick. So that way the weight is on forcing this buoy to stand straight up. If you don't have the weight, it could bend over, and then the glow stick goes into the water and you won't be able to see it. So you want to keep this glow stick facing up. So what I do is I just use a little weight, drill a hole inside the buoy, push this through, and let's see, grab my drill bit, drill a little hole here. Drill a little hole, grab your weight, put it inside there. I tap it in with this little pliers. So once I tap that in there like that, I'm gonna get some silicone and seal it off. Then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna get this and line it up. So I'm gonna look at it and go, this is the bottom and this is the top where I'm gonna put my glow stick right here. So you want that weight on the bottom, and then the hole for the glow stick is gonna be on the top. So then I'll go ahead and measure it out right here. That's about the top. Then I'll go ahead and use my drill. And you got to use the drill bit that's going to be for your glow stick. So there is battery operated glow sticks with LEDs that, you know, flicker on different colors. I just use a standard glow stick. So with this glow stick, the bottom part of it is the same size as this drill bit, and so is the hole that I made for the weight. You don't want to go down too far, just enough that the glow stick can go inside. So then you'll have the glow stick. To get out of the package, you have the glow stick. Goes there on tight. So there you have that. Weight right here. You'll have the rope and the glow stick. This buoy is now set up perfect. It didn't take me that long to set it up, and this is just going to be to the side. And in the second video, I'm going to show you where all these go on my boat, where they're out of the way. So now that's done right there. And then you have your leftover rope, and you want to prepare this rope, right? You want to take this rope out, and with my wife, she helps me out. So when you take this rope out and it's been stored like this, it's gonna coil up like a spring. So what I do is I have my wife take it out as far as we can, and we want to make it stretch out. Once we stretch it out like that, then I can rope it up big loops and bigger loops, and then I can rope it in there like this. Okay, so with this rope on this end, right, I'm gonna tie a knot on this, and then I'm gonna tie a knot just like I did on the buoy. And then once I do that knot like that, then I'm gonna chase a little duct tape and wrap it around. Now that I got this duct tape wrapped around like this, I'm gonna get another. I'm gonna get another little clip. And I'm just gonna clip it on here like this. I do this because if it's foggy out there, or it's a little the visibility is harder to see your glow sticks. I like to get an empty, clear 1 gallon bottle, like a Minute Maid orange juice. They sell the orange juice, and then once you're done with it, instead of recycling it, you can use it for fishing. I like to just run this rope through, clip it on, and then attach it to another buoy, and then put another glow stick, stick it inside that 1 gallon clear bottle, and then you have 2 glow sticks out there, so that you'll be able to see and then identify which one is yours. Also too, with this buoy, you're gonna have to put your Go ID number on there. So what I like to do is, instead of writing it on here, I like to get the tape, put a strip of tape on there, and go ahead and write my Go ID. And I put my phone number on there just in case the Fish and Game come by and they want to contact me if something happened with my my gear, that they can contact me right away, and then I can go ahead and run back to my buoy and figure out what's going on. Also too, you can also put reflective tape on here, and then you can put any kind of colors you want to identify yours, because there's other people out there that want to take your stuff and then move it around. And I've had friends that had their stuff taken and put it in another position and then steal their traps. Mine's simple, but identify your stuff as yours, so that way it makes it easier for you to grab your stuff back. Okay, now that I got this on, I'm gonna unravel this, and then we'll just say that I unraveled it and now it's all straight. On the other end of this is another loop that I made. I made a bigger style loop. It's the same type, same knot, and then I used the duct tape on this end. This end is what I'm gonna attach to my trap. So this is a hoop net that I got from West Marine. Actually, these are cheaper at West Marine than they are anywhere else, even Walmart. So I was able to just grab this one at, I believe they're $69.99 at West Marine in Long Beach. But they'll probably change prices when the season starts to get closer. But I picked this one up and it's pretty good. Right now, this is my 7th one that I have. So you can have 10 maximum on your boat with 2 people or more. And then if you have 1 person on your boat, like myself as a captain, and I want to go hoop netting, I can only have 5. I only can use 5, even though I have 10 on my boat. I only can use 5 legally. So you only can deploy 5 of these per person, and then no more than 10 per boat. So if that makes any sense, you got any confusion or whatever, just go down in the comments and go ahead and ask me, and I'll go ahead and try to answer all your questions. So what I do with this is this thing's going to be length out there, untangled, right? I'm going to run this loop right here, and then the other end of the rope, I'm going to grab it and run it through this one. So therefore, I'm just going to loop it around, and it makes it easier once you get it unraveled from it being brand new. When you stretch it out, and it makes it easier to, run it through, and it's not tangling up, because this thing springs back when it's brand new. See, it's all knotted up, but the good thing is that I let it all out, and it's able to stay straight. So once I got that stuck in there like that, it's locked in. Boom, not going anywhere. And I want to keep this trap with this rope. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it back up. I want to do it step by step with you guys, so that way you guys understand why I do it this way, because it's trust me, it's a lot easier to handle on the boat, especially when you're rocking, when you got moving parts on your boat, and you're just like, man, everything's in the way, you're not going to get tangled up. And And this is the easiest way for me. You probably have your way. I have, you know, my way. And then I just get this rope, stick it in here, and we're done. With this end right here, I do about two loops, just like that. I'll zip tie these, and I have one. They're already done. They're zip tied right here. So the reason why I zip tie it is that when I place my buoy on there right here, like this zip tie won't come out. It'll stop right here on this buoy. It'll stop right here. It won't come out of this ring. And then all this excess will be down on the bottom of the ocean, and then your buoy's basically going to be floating like this, right? So it's going to be kind of like that, instead of that plastic style nylon string, the yellow one, I don't know, or the blue one. That one floats, and then when your buoy's floating out there, and then it's attached to here, and it's just floating, when a boat goes by, you don't want that boat to run over your line, because you can't see it at night, especially when you're going about maybe 15, 20 knots, and then you go and you pass through that floating rope. You're gonna run it over. The boat's gonna run it over. It's gonna get caught up in his prop, and then he's gonna be pissed off. He's gonna cut your shit, and then all your stuff's gonna be lost. So to prevent that, this is the reason why, is because I want my rope to look like this when it's down there. When it's attached to here, this end is attached to my hoop net, and this one's attached to the leftover rope, and it's going to sink to the bottom, and it's like this. So the only thing that you could see is the buoy with the reflective with the glow stick. All right, that's the reason why I do that. And like I said, you could do it your way. This is just my way that makes it easier. So now we got the buoy, we got the trap done, and everything is hooked up. Let's unhook this, and that's about it, guys. Like I said, I got a bag. I got this bag. I fill it with goodies. I fill it with my gauges. And these hooks right here, the good thing about this with these hooks is that I'm sorry, good thing about these hooks is that I have these on each side of the boat. So when we catch lobster, my wife, she can just unhook this, gauge it, and then hook it back. You gotta have these gauges on your boat when you're lobstering. Gotta have these gauges. I have 2 here, 2 more in my bag, so just in case this one falls, I can replace it and I have another one. And these go hooked up where I have hooks on my boat, and I'll show you on the next video. I got a bag of glow sticks, right? I got my bag of rings. They fell into the bag. And I got a marker. I got this marker because once I put the tape on this, I could just write down my Go ID, my number, and that's it. That's all you need. As far as I know, is the law right now is that's all you need. Is your Go ID, and that's it. This is all for south of Point Conception to the border. Wherever California stops the line from Northern Cal, which is around, I think, Santa Barbara County, somewhere on that area. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that. You got to look up the regulations from south of there to the border. This is what the setup is. Above that, I don't know, but this is what I use here in Long Beach. And it's been working out. Me and my wife, we've caught a lot of lobster out of there, so I want you guys to enjoy it and make it easier for you to do fishing with the setup. And like I said, the next video will show you why I separate these from the traps. Because real quick, I'll tell you why. If you have this buoy inside here, then you throw another trap over this with another buoy, all those traps are gonna be lopsided. They're gonna be twisted. And like I said, the next video is gonna be where I explain it why. All right, you guys, man, thank you for watching. Hey, if you like this video and I taught you something, man, like it. Subscribe to FishCande and check me out on Instagram and as FishCande. And you know what? Put a comment down there. Let me know if I'm missing something. Or let me know. Add something. I'm not perfect. I'm just doing it my way. But if there's something out there to help me out or even add to what the tutorial that I made, man, more power. We want to all be better fishermen. We're not going to show you the spot where we go, but we're definitely going to show you how to set yourself up for success. All right, man. You guys have a good one.